today, that means this much today is for today, and it's going to happen today. That is if it's not happening today already, but not yesterday, it's today. Please, today.
Yo pops, my name is Foster, and when witnessing Foster play off-flow, you can't cancel it. Now they say yo pops, the way you score goals is immaculate, so get kicking on sports today with Cosmos, the evangelist, 107.3 Darling FM. Let's get it, get it, get it.
Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check 1-0. Mic check 1-1. Mic check 1-2. Hello, can you hear me? Manchester United faithfuls out there. Oh my word, man. Good evening to everyone under the sound of my voice, and thanks for joining me on the program. We call the sports today on Darling FM 107.3, and Cosmos, the son of Chukwuemeka, still remains my name. It will never, ever, ever, ever change. They call me small body big engine. Ororo Fakonga, Babanwado, the sports evangelist. Thursday edition of the program, 28th day of January 2021. There is always a lot to serve on the show. Only if you keep it out to that in on a 7.3, baby. You know, my grandpa tell me, say, Cosmos Chukwuemeka, anybody when they regret, they pursue wind. Yes. If you're regretting anything, as I talk to you, okay, now we need to pursue. Oh, like, but I'm Amadio Hano, they hear English. If you know, you know, but they don't. The manager of the side, only gonna social, he says, hey, there is no time to feel sorry for ourselves. Other teams have lost and bounced back, and we have done it before. So I guess what? We are going to bounce back again. I expect our performance to be much better on Saturday against Arsenal Football Club. It tells you something that he's already looking forward to the next game. He's not worried about anything we bite for nights. Hey, because that mosquito, nothing they pa. Anything we pa, now win chamoya. Good evening once more. Thanks for being there. Without you guys, I'm just like book with blank pages. Without you now, I'll be like basketball in the power water. I know if you'd hold anything on my yummy. Thursday edition of the program, and the guys are ready to rumble. Let me start with Arch David. Good evening to you. How you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Cosmos. Good evening, very good evening to all sports fans out there. And I must tell you that today's edition of the show, I'm super excited as always, because I'm super excited simply because Dika is here, and I want to welcome Dika especially because Manchester United lost yesterday. Dika, good evening, and how are you doing?
All right, it is not you that will decide. I'm the anchor right here. Leave it, Dika. Make it your own. It's good. He doesn't like only good at social. He has said it not 1, not 2, not 3, or 4. That's why I get to see him here. Any day when you lose match, you must have Dika right here. All right, let's get down to the word of let's start with tennis. Oji David, let me start with you. 3-time Grand Slam winner Naomi Osaka, that's her name. She has invested in professional women's football team North Carolina Courage. Yes, formed 4 years ago. The team was formed 4 years ago, and the club competes at the highest level in the US and the National Women's Soccer League. The 23-year-old, who has not revealed how much of the club she owns, guess what she said? The women who have invested in me growing up made me who I am today. So she's doing the needful. He said, I don't know where I would be without them. Yes, she said. He said, throughout my career, I've always received so much love from my fellow female athletes. So that's why I am proud to share that and I am now an owner of North Carolina Courage. Oji David.
Yeah, it's a very good one for Naomi Osaka actually stepping up to get a sporting franchise for herself. We've actually been seeing that this is something that the males have actually been doing. We know lots and lots of sportsmen who has also gone on to acquire sporting franchise. Even the likes of David Beckham of this world, the Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, and of
Ronaldo. They call him original Ronaldo. Some will say
exactly. So it's a very good one. It's a very good one, and she's not just investing in just sports. She's also investing in female sports, which is a very good one. Just like she rightly pointed out that a lot of female athletes has given her a lot of things while growing up, and she's also willing to give. And it's also she's just 23 years old. She was born in 1997, and just a young girl of very beautiful, nice.
All right. I know what that means. Dika Divine is here. Good evening to you, Dika. How you doing?
Good evening, Mr. Sportsman. Good evening to Mr. Cosmos.
When they beat you, when shall we beat you for house? That's why you go put confusion. I don't envy you.
Well, but it's always a pleasure being here. It's nice and wonderful, and I'm doing well.
Okay. And happy birthday to Wednesday. Yes, he turns +1 today.
Yes, kudos to Wednesday, our Manchester United captain. Yes, wishing him all the best that life has to offer.
They can't even give that young man a win for celebration.
Well, the match was yesterday. Today is Wednesday's birthday, so Manchester United isn't playing today.
Okay.
But they played
Chief Akunesio Bike also on Cosmos Sports House. Yeah, he turns +1 today as well. I say God bless you, my brother. And grant you guys your heart desire. More heke and make you yield something. If you do your heke, you must be caught. Alright. Let's move on. And then talk about in Spain. Let's start with Spain this evening. Another in terms of the round letter game. Sevilla. Did you guys see that game yesterday? Sevilla versus Valencia. I've been talking about the second goal. Talked about it in the morning. Classic goal scored by Luke de Jong. Young. Oh my word, man. The build-up started from their own half. Goalkeeper from the right back to the goalkeeper to the left back, and the build-up like that. Continue moving till they scored the goal. Classic goal. Football made in Spain. And like I told everyone who listened to me in the morning, you can check that one out at Mr. Cosmos 13. That's my Twitter handle. Mr. Cosmos 13. You will see the clip. Fantastic good goal from Sevilla, but they are through to the next round. That's the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey. Let's also talk about Barcelona Football Club. Yes, they also came from behind to beat Rayo Vallecano 2-1. Lionel Messi returning from a ban. He was on target. He scored the equalizer, and he was assisted by Antoine Griezmann, and then he also gave pre-assist for the goal scored by Frenkie de Jong. And the manager has been heaping praise on Frenkie de Jong, saying that he is more complete now than when he was at Ajax. Yes, the Dutch midfielder, for those who don't know, he has been instrumental to Barcelona last 2 wins, scoring 2 goals and providing 1 assist against Elche. That was in La Liga, and then Rayo Vallecano in the Copa del Rey. What do you make of this young man, Frenkie de Jong? Do you agree with the coach?
Yes, I agree with him. His game has actually improved since he moved over from Ajax to FC de Barcelona. And you remember at Ajax, he had the likes of.
I feel at Ajax he was the controller. He was everything. I'm yet to see that glimpse.
Well, at Ajax he was playing with the likes of Van der Beek, and but at FC Barcelona he has world class midfielders that play alongside him. So he had to develop, he had to rebuild his game, he has to play more matured football now. I think his game is more balanced now, because while playing for FC Barcelona he has a lot to look out for. You have lots of senior players. The pressure, and you need to stabilize your opposition. The Spanish La Liga is a more higher league than the Dutch Eredivisie. So going over to Spain, he has to play more matured football. And if you look at his game also for the Orange, that is the Dutch national team, you will see that his game has quite improved from what it used to be.
All right, Oji, you have a take on this. Yeah, this young man has scored 5 goals and provided 4 assists in 27 matches across all competition so far this season. Yeah,
he has been a very, very prolific player. In his very first season at Football Club of Barcelona, where he was actually played out of position for me, he was actually playing the number 6 role. Sometimes he was playing as the number 8. In some cases, he was also playing as a number 10. But this season, he has flourished under Ronald Koeman, a manager who actually knows him very well right from their time at the Dutch national team. So for me, he's a very fantastic player anytime, any day. I would just expect to see the very, very best out of this particular young player. That's Frenkie de Jong.
All right. Staying with you, Paris Saint-Germain have been disrespectful in their pursuit of Argentina playmaker Lionel Messi, according to Barcelona presidential candidate. His name is Juan Laporta, yes, who has threatened to report the Ligue 1 champions to FIFA. Now, like they always say, now good morning senior, how are you? Without any bars, there will be no bars balls, and then without in every part there is a pack. Barcelona did the same thing to Paris Saint-Germain some years ago when they wanted the services of Marco Verratti. I think also it's happened. That should be it wasn't against Adrien Rabiot. Now they are doing the same thing to Lionel Messi. Yeah, and they are complaining. Oji.
Yeah, well, for PSG and also for Football Club de Barcelona, they don't really have to complain because the same person will get money, now you get bragging rights. If you don't get money, hide your face, and that's the case of Paris Saint-Germain. Man, they have the money to spill out, having the likes of Neymar in the squad, Kylian Mbappe, Mario Icardi, and also eyeing Lionel Messi right now with a whole lot of money. And Football Club de Barcelona wouldn't want to lose their most prized and most valuable assets just like that. So that's the reason why Football Club de Barcelona is actually raising around all these rancors and stuff like that.
Because if you don't get money, no hide your face. So yes, because during that period, that war they reign, that was when we had a lot of people committing suicide.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you don't get money, talk say no get. Make who feel help you. No allow your destiny will help her pass you when in the form say you get. Man City, they've agreed to sell Spanish defender Eric Garcia, 20 years of age is to Barcelona Football Club, and the player will play for free for 6 months to make the move possible. This is according to presidential candidate Victor Font. But then another presidential candidate, Juan Laporta, is saying, Dika Divine, that why not let's just wait till the summer. This guy will come for free. Ronald Koeman on the other hand is saying, I need defenders, I don't have them. PK is injured for a long time, should be back in March. Champions League is upon us in February. We need to bring this guy now. But only Juan Laporta is saying, no, let's wait till during the summer, at least by then they will not get president, the man will not decide. What's your take about this?
If they continue waiting by then, I think he may change his mind. Yes, and another club will swoop him. I watched the game against Cheltenham, which Manchester City won by 3-1. He was very, very fantastic. His partnership with Laporte, was very, very awesome. And he is one player that will do a lot of help to the Barcelona side, because if you look at Barcelona defense this season, they've been awful. They've been very, very awful. And one good thing about this young man is he plays both feet. So he's the ideal defender that will replace a certain Piqué when he retires. So he's a good deal for FC Football Club de Barcelona. They should go for him this January before the transfer window closes and not wait until the summer, because waiting until the summer means this season will end and then they will planning for him for next season.
And the guy will say he won't play for free. Can you imagine?
Just imagine that.
For 6 months. All right. Let's talk about Chukwuemeka, Manchester United. Yes, Sheffield. Now the only United way we know for now until United do the needful. All right, they picked up their first win at Old Trafford since 1973. That's about 40 something years. 1973. This is crazy. Oji David, let's start with you. What went wrong for Man U on the night?
Well, Ole was one of the problems that Manchester United.
Ole is complaining. He's blaming the referees.
Yeah, he doesn't have to blame the referee. Most times, all the decision doesn't have to go in your favor. We watched Ole, and I knew that Ole lacked this tactical ineptness against. Yes, he lacked this tactical ineptness against.
For a man that's gone 13 games unbeaten coming into that game yesterday.
Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and when you lose, it's so disgraceful and so woeful that you actually lost to a team like Sheffield United. Now, going into the break, as at the time that Manchester United were in the break, because the very first half, man, Manchester United, they were, for me, they were a shadow of themselves yesterday. Going into the second half, it was in the first 60th minute, and you know that at that point in time, you expected Sheffield United, in fact, they were ready to score, and Ole kept on being so reserved about making changes into that particular game. He only made changes when you know that you're actually chasing this particular game and you're still being so set back towards making changes. He actually made the changes. That was, I think, in the 66th minute when Harry Maguire actually headed the ball into the post. That was where they were equal, and that was when he decided to make the changes. And also when he made those changes at that point in time whereby Manchester United were 1-1, you expected the normal Manchester United to go all out and win that game, but Manchester United, they were playing like they never wanted to win that particular game. Ole brought out his strongest squad strongest squad going into the Sheffield.
Which means he wanted to win.
Which means he wanted to
because
win.
he made 5 substitutions from the team that defeated Liverpool.
Yes.
So how come he's taking the blame?
He has to take the blame because he's the head of the team. He's one person who has to take the blame because it's his philosophy that these guys are actually trying to interpret with his legs, with their legs. So for me, Ole is, in fact, he lacked tactical ineptness against Sheffield United.
All right. For Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he says that he is very disappointed with his side shock defeat to bottom club side Sheffield United. Let me quote him. Said the big moment went against us. The big moment in quotes went against us. It was a definite foul on David De Gea, and then that should have been a free kick for him. But let's listen to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, then we get the take of Dika Divine. Talk to us, Ogade.
Of course, we're disappointed, but any result in the Premier League this season shouldn't surprise anyone. So, but then again, very disappointed we couldn't put a better performance on, because it was down to us to put the performance up, and we just couldn't find an opening behind or around or between a very compact and good Sheffield United defence. And of course, the big moments went against us. If you look at it, Billy Sharp's been around the place and he knows how to put a goalkeeper off, and that's a definite foul on him. So David can't get up, and for me, the referee makes a mistake by blowing the whistle on our goal for that corner. That's disappointing, but that happens. Well.
That happens sometimes. Very disappointing from now the officiated, and then we were not decisive. The 2 big moments, we did not capitalize on it. Dika.
Well, it came at the point in time when a certain Martin Greenwood, was heaping all the praises on Edison Cavani, and I disagree with David when he said Ole came out with a strong squad. This is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer making 5 changes to the team that defeated Liverpool. So where was Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw has been in fine form in recent games, and Ole decided to keep him on the bench yesterday to start Alex Telles. What happened to the defense partnership of Eric Bailly? Yes, was out of that game. Then what happened to bringing in Lindelof? He wanted to bring in Azel Tuasebe into that game. What was Tuasebe doing on the field of play? I don't understand. And what was a certain Nemanja Matic doing on the field of play when you have the likes of Scott McTominay and Fred on the bench? What actually happened yesterday was Ole underrating the Sheffield United side. That was actually what happened. And that is what happened to coaches who underrate teams. In football, when you underrate your opponent, you get paid for it. It happened in the league. We've seen incidents like this where the game we played, I will use Hatler.
You might need to hold your thoughts. Yes. Well, we'll come back from the break. We'll continue with the show. Don't think about touching the die. Darling FM 107.3, baby. This is the station.
Darling FM 107.3.
It is a world-class hotel aiming at redefining the hospitality perception. Pristinely clean with exceptional services of international standard. You can get exclusive rooms of different types, world-class swimming pool, gym, ample parking slots, laundry services, internet services, conference hall, African and intercontinental dishes. And at Rental Hotel, you can get complimentary breakfast. We also have executive bar, cool bar, and we offer airport transfer. Visit Rental Hotel and Suite at Rental Roundabout, former 4040 Roundabout, New Owerri. Or call 0704 984 5794. Rental Hotel and Suite, a place to be.
Dr. Homel's advanced formula gets 21 bioactive nutrients. We go make your body strong. You get hemoglobin with the use build your blood. Siberian ginseng and B complex for energy and strength. Choline for fatty liver and brain function. Omega 3 for cardiovascular disease. Plus including green tea and lycopene.
Welcome back from that break. In case you just tuned in, the program remains Sports Today on Darling FM 107.3 and Cosmos, the son of Chukwuemeka, still remains my name. It will never, ever change. I can see the reaction of Larry Nwoke on our Facebook page, Darling FM Owerri. We are live. In case you want to see us, yes, you can see what me, Arch David, and Dika Divine is putting on. And hi, Mr. Cosmos. Hi to you too, Darlington Chisom and Abalo Emmanuel. God bless you. Debbie Love, I see you too. Yes, God bless you. So join the queue, www.darlingfm Owerri. If you want to listen to us live anywhere you are in the world, yes, click on the play icon and you're in. And then for those on our Telegram, Sports on Darling FM, drop your message. And same on Facebook, Darling FM Owerri. We have a comment section for you to contribute. We have some talking points. Why not be a part of it? What are you waiting for? Also go straight to our YouTube, Darling FM Owerri. Search for us and then subscribe. And then, like they always say, the rest is history. Very easy like ABC, not complicated like LVJ status. We're talking about Ekwen Sured, Manchester United, how they fared yesterday before we went on that break, getting the take of Dika Divine. Yes, his coach said that we are disappointed. The big moment went against us and it was a definite foul. Yes, I can see the reaction of this is coming from Benson Ezefulla. Yes, saying Dika Divine, check it out. He shared the picture saying that it wasn't any foul against what Ole was claiming, Dika Divine.
Yes, I actually agree with Mr. Benson there, because if you saw the game and look at what the picture is saying, you could say that it was poor calculation from David De Gea and also poor defending from Tuazebe. You know, they mistimed the ball before they could react. You know, the Sheffield United players already got into the ball, headed the ball into the back of the net. So, but I'm not a fan of assigning blames, you know, on referees when a game goes against you. Because from the word go, when I saw the lineup, I was very, very angry, because I know that this wasn't the right lineup to play a team like Sheffield United. This is a team you're supposed to base like 7-8 goals, you know, considering their form. This is only one win this season against Newcastle United, and then you're dropping players, you know, you're trying to rest players, and we've seen it time and time again that the midfield trio of Nemanja Matic, Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes does not work perfectly as against that of McTominay, Fred, Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. So using Matic, you know, to play behind Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, who are not, you know, good markers of the ball, will cause for a great concern, you know, to that Manchester United side, because who is going to do the marking for them? Nobody. But Pogba is not a good marker of the ball. Same thing with Matic, neither Bruno Fernandes. So what was he trying to? What was his statement yesterday? So, but using a certain Fred, who only is a workaholic, is a
picks up card.
Yeah, he picks up card for the team. And look at the games he has picked up cards. Look at the games he has fought for the team. We all get results. You know, even when the team is one goal down, a certain Fred will sacrifice his life for Manchester United, and you keeping such player, you know, on the bench. And okay, if you can't,
that's why they call him Pastor Fred.
If you can use Fred,
sacrifice his life.
You can use Scott McTominay. But both men were on the bench, and then when he was trying to, you know, enforce his substitutions, which actually came late, it was very, very late for the team, and the team lost.
All right. I said Tuanzebe and Anthony Marshall were racially abused, and then they've released a statement kicking against that. Same with some of the teammates, they are not happy. And I'm also saying that yes, that second goal, he started with David De Gea. He should have cleared the ball very well.
Yeah.
The clearance was poor, and then before I said Jack Robinson, the defender started fumbling, and there came the shot, a deflected one. And why is everyone blaming Tuanzebe?
Well, I'm against the racist comments, you know, made to Tuanzebe and Marshall. It's not right. You know, the team lost, so they should remove skin color and racist, you know, chants against these players. This was a football match, and looking at it very critically, David De Gea, as you rightly said, didn't clear the ball very properly, and David De Gea has been, you know, he has been used to this. You know, most times in goal kicks, he likes not clearing the ball, and you see the two centre backs, you know, inside the penalty area of Manchester United, they try to do the passing game. I don't know how this.
He's not a good passer of the ball.
He's not a good passer of the ball. Same thing with Harry Maguire, and same thing with either of Victor Lindelof, Eric Bailey, or even Tuazebe. They are not good passers of the ball. So I don't know why they consistently do this, during games. The best thing is to clear this ball off your defense or give it to the midfielders. Let them distribute the ball. The midfielders are good passers of the ball. So give the ball to the midfielders and not to your defenders, because giving them to your defenders who are not good passers of the ball will amount to pressure back to your team, and then it resulted to a goal that we lost yesterday. So these are teams that will call for training reactions. They should go back to training, watch the clips of this game with positivity, not with grudges, bias, blaming it on the referee, and then the referee killed us in this game. Then look at your faults and then going back to the training pitch to correct it for the next game against Arsenal.
All right, it just be like one woman for Canada. The woman born Pekin. Now white woman, she born Pekin, the Pekin black. He said that the husband go do heke with another woman. That's how the thing affects her Pekin. We make and they black. It's a good. People really like take blame. But let's see how it goes though. And for Chelsea Football Club, the first game for Thomas Tuchel, yes, and he was asked about the Chelsea reputation for sacking managers anyhow. Say, Oga, you can't take this job. You don't hear says Chelsea they sack anyhow. Guess what he said? He said, on this level, I am absolutely grateful that I can work on this level. He said, if you sign for Chelsea, this is Thomas Tuchel talking, if you sign for Chelsea, you sign for the hunger of titles. It does not scare me. We have big ambitions. This guy forgets, now the same broom when they take flog housewife, they will take flog side chick. Or it's just a matter of time. Make it no be like say Cosmos Chukwuemeka dey lie. Let's listen to Thomas Tuchel telling us saying he no mind, but wait, I don't take the job. He said I don't take the job. We die here. Yes, it's a challenge for me, which I am ready to conquer and also to excel and to deliver. Talk to us.
But on this level where I'm absolutely grateful that I can work on this level, it's like this. If you sign in for Chelsea, you sign in for the hunger of titles. You sign in for being absolutely competitive in every competition you play. I'm totally aware of that. It is like you said, but it does not scare me. We have big ambition. Me myself, I have biggest ambitions. I'm very excited about the mixture of the team. I'm very excited about the structure of the club, and the first days were amazing. And I'm absolutely aware that at some point everybody expects results, but honestly, I'm doing that of myself all the time.
I have big ambition, just like the club. I am not scared. I am not worried. Hey, Dika.
You should know that there is no Neymar and Kylian Mbappe in this Chelsea's lineup, to save him.
Timo Werner and Kai Havertz, are they not Neymar and Mbappe?
Well, they are not up to that level.
Okay.
They are not up to the standard. They are just like the same standard with our own Samuel Nursery, yeah. So he should be very, very careful. And the way he was sounding, when he was asked the question, immediately he was sounding so confident. So as it dawned on him that, guy, they talk about Chelsea, the confidence started dropping. And that was why his first game he was able to get a draw. They played about how many passes, and they couldn't even get
820 passes.
Yes,
in one particular game. That's a record. Possession without penetration.
I'm very concerned about him, because he should put a call across to Sarri, and ask Sarri what happened. Chelsea under Sarri, they were good passers of the ball.
Exactly.
They even won the Europa League, but his Sarri was still sacked. Now I'm talking about the problem of Chelsea. The problem of Chelsea is not synonymous to the players and the coaches. It is the management of the team. One thing you should ask yourself as a Chelsea faithful: what is the setup for the team this season by the management of the club? They have their own setup. There are competitions, there are trophies that you win as a Chelsea manager, you still get sacked.
Okay, Urge David, let's look at it from this angle. Rate the performance of Chelsea yesterday.
It was a very, very fantastic
compared to Lampard's last game that he won.
Yeah, it was a very, very fantastic performance. Lampard's last game
compared to Lampard.
I'll choose yesterday's game.
Really?
Yeah, because Lampard's last game was against Luton Town. Yeah. Those guys they are not a Premier League team, so that match wasn't as competitive as the game against Wolves.
The same competition that Arsenal got dumped out.
Arsenal is a Europa League team.
Luton Town is in the Championship.
Yeah.
Well, they are in the Championship, but we're talking about the Premier League, and we're talking about the FA Cup up now. Yesterday it was a very fantastic game. We saw how Thomas Tuchel actually brought about a new phenomenon to this Chelsea side. You know, it was more like he was playing as a back three, and there are some players who have basically improved in this Chelsea team under just one game.
Really?
There's certain Kai Havertz, yes, a certain Kai Havertz has actually stepped up his game yesterday.
Did he score a goal?
He didn't score a goal.
Did he create assist?
But he was very phenomenal yesterday.
Without
Callum Hudson-Odoi as
Okay.
well. Callum Hudson-Odoi yesterday playing in an unfamiliar position, playing at the far right. It was more like he was playing
like Neymar.
No, he was playing at. It was more like he was playing as a very high wing back. He was very prolific yesterday. Very, very prolific.
Prolific without goal.
No, this is so things like this actually happen in football. We know that the goalkeeper of Wolves, he was Raul Patricio. He was always getting the saves, but that goes a long way to tell you that Chelsea is back, and Chelsea is back for good. And Thomas Tuchel is bringing out the very best out of these players. We saw the brilliance of Rudiger yesterday. Rudiger, a defender who wasn't good under Frank Lampard, suddenly overnight became good. Kai Havertz, who couldn't step up his game. Even Jorginho, who a lot of people have been clamoring for his head under Frank Lampard, was a very, very phenomenal player. Mateo Kovacic, you know, he was close to getting a Chelsea goal. He was close to getting a goal for Chelsea yesterday. Very phenomenal. And also, if you look at the stats yesterday, we know that the most important stats in football is the goal, which was very difficult to get. But this is a long way. In fact, we are building on something. You understand, Mr. Dika? I know you're looking at me. You've taken off your cap, but we are building on something. Now, this is the right way to go right now for Chelsea, because we brought about players who can play. These players are giving their best. Now, I watched the very first training session when
Thomas sounded like a Casanova.
No, when Thomas Tuchel.
That's how they do. Once they get new girlfriend, they will tell you, forget I don't marry. If they say I don't meet you before, now you are for marry. That's how you sound.
Yes, no problem.
But every year their wife they carry belly.
Okay. All right.
Why was Tuchel sacked from PSG?
Well, he was sacked because of some obvious reasons. That was the reason why he was sacked at Paris Saint-Germain. But he went to he took Paris Saint-Germain to the Champions League final, something that in over a decade that they've not managed to do. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been at Manchester United for the past 2 seasons, and he has this semi-final syndrome. Thank God that the Premier League does not have semi-final, because if the Premier League has semi-final, by now you and I know that Manchester
with
United,
the level and quality of players, you know, being given to Thomas Tuchel at PSG, if Ole could lay his hands, you know, on this level of players, the Champions League will be a stepping stone for him. But let me tell you, in Ole's entering reign for Manchester United, he was the one that dumped out Thomas Tuchel and his PSG team out of the Champions League.
And what happened last season?
You remember in the first leg we lost 2 goals at home at Old Trafford, and we went over there to Paris and we defeated them 3-1. And look at it, a coach that has not made any impact, that did not win the Champions League, with the certain Kylian Mbappe and Neymar, Marco Verratti. He even sold Thiago Silva this season to Chelsea. You know, they have fantastic players in that PSG team. He couldn't, you know, use them to win the Champions League. He was sacked, you know, and then coming out to tell me that he improved in a game that you guys played, you know, goalless draw. Come on, I think for me, we really need to give Thomas Tuchel a chance. But then I do not see him making the impact that Chelsea wants for this team.
Thomas Tuchel obviously can't be like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Just calm down. Thomas Tuchel has seen his team keep a clean sheet in each of their past 4 league games. 3 for Paris Saint-Germain and then 1 for Chelsea yesterday. They run the counter for him. He has gone 415 minutes to play in total since last seen a side of his conceded goal. The last time he considered the goal as a manager was on the 13th of December against Olympic Lyon. And for Chelsea defender Thiago Silva, oh my word, he has made 25 home league appearances under Thomas Tuchel between PSG and the Chelsea. Yesterday made it 25. And in the process, this young man is yet to finish on the losing side. Anytime when they out of defense for Thomas Tuchel, he ends up on the winning or drawing the game. He has not lost at home. Listen, in 25 games, he has won 22 and he has drawn 3. Now let's talk about Chelsea midfielder Billy Gilmour. Lampard don't go. The 19-year-old, we hear that he's set for a 6-month loan spell to boost his chances of securing a place in Scotland's European Championship squad, according to the Telegraph. That young man will be let go, right?
Yeah, personally,
he can't stay anymore.
But personally, I wouldn't want Billy Gilmour to actually go. We know that Frank Lampard actually brought about.
But you're heaping praise on Thomas Tuchel. Of course, you don't expect him to play Billy Gilmour.
Well, I'm just saying personally, I wouldn't want Billy Gilmour to go, because Billy Gilmour, when he came into this Chelsea side, he's a true definition of small
body big Lampard.
Yes, he's a true definition of small body big engine.
Exactly.
He has the body of a.
Lampard gave academy players
a lot of opportunities, and it paid off at some point in time. But I believe that Thomas Tuchel can still carry on.
Listen to this. We need to move. Thomas Tuchel is bringing his trusted backroom staff with him to Chelsea. His assistant Arno Michel and coach Zotslow, they are set to join him at Stamford Bridge. And once this one come, now who them like, them go pick. They cannot blame him. Let's talk about the big game coming up tonight. Liverpool away to Tottenham. Jurgen Klopp, they are without a win in the league since trashing Crystal Palace by 7-0 on December the 19th, taking only 3 points from 5 games. But then tonight, Tottenham, can they get it right against them? Mourinho has been complaining, saying if to send him they do it in Jurgen Klopp, they do for touchline, they for don't ban him since. Yes. I don't know if that's a mind game.
It's a mind game.
It's a mind game. So yeah.
Okay. It's a mind game.
All right.
Mourinho.
So who takes it tonight?
Tottenham takes it for me.
Why?
Because Liverpool, they've not been impressive. Yes, they have good record against Tottenham Hotspur. But in recent games, they've not been quite impressive for me. I'm also concerned, about their defense. Tottenham has Son Heung-min. They have also Harry Kane, in their attack lineup, and they will cause a whole lot of problems, for the Liverpool defense. Well, Liverpool attack led by Mo Salah, Sane, and Firmino. Well, Mane, and Firmino is going to be difficult, for them to. It's been difficult, for them to score goals. Against Manchester United, Salah was one that scored 2 goals. They've not scored in about 4 league games, so it's going to be Tottenham win or draw for me. Tottenham is definitely not going to lose this match tonight.
All right, 0815 050 1073. That is the number to be part of the show. On our Facebook page, Darling FM Owerri. Drop your message. We'll do justice to that. On Telegram, Sports on Darling FM. For those who don't know, Liverpool, oh my word, man, they are on a run of 6 successive victories against Tottenham in all competition, and they've lost only once in the past 18 meeting against them. Now, they could also win 6 consecutive top flight matches against Spurs for the first time, 6 consecutively. They've won the last 5. Now, this is the first time that Tottenham and Liverpool have met on a Thursday. For those people who don't know, the first time they are meeting on a Thursday in the top flight. Now, for Liverpool, they've beaten Spurs on every other day of the week. They don't beat them on Monday. They don't beat them on Tuesday, Wednesday, yes, apart from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is the first time they are meeting on a Thursday. We are with the pendulum swing. You be our guest. 0815 050 1073. Good evening. You're live. Talk to me.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Chukwuemeka.
It's good to have you, sir. What is your name and where are you calling me from?
My name is Joseph Okoye. I'm calling from Oporolo.
All right, shoot your shot, my brother. God bless you also.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
I am a Liverpool faithful.
Okay.
But Mr. Cosmos, I want to ask you something, I know that Amado has done the start injuries now.
From where? From which village are you from?
You can play ball.
Yes, now. Sorry, has to be play ball. My brother, I never hear of him more than your league. Let's take another call. Good evening. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Cosmos.
Hey, the man. How you doing now?
We can never walk alone.
All right.
I congratulate my you to lose our match. Because they wish me happy birthday. Man, you wish me happy birthday to lose our match.
Okay.
We are going to wish Mourinho 3 knots. We are going to wish them happy birthday by 3 knots.
Okay.
Yeah. Saturday, Sheffield we win massive.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Amen. 0815 050 1073 is the number to be part of the show this evening. Engineer Matthew Chinedu for Thomas Tuchel. He did well. Yes, it's a work in progress. For Manchester United, it was a disappointing display last night, and for Tottenham and Liverpool, it will end in a draw. Good evening. Talk to me. Hello. Puyaka man. Welcome on board. Baba Water. That's what they call me. You go live long, my brother. You no go jam, they no go jam you. Welcome. I salute you, bro. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome.
the other David, good evening. Now someone they come from our.
Dika Divine, no other David. Ngwa, go
Oh,
ahead.
Dika Divine. Oh yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Also yesterday, as I see that Man U line up, I could not say what. That is why organization I don't trust this man. He is a politician. So me, for me to trust this organization, it's better for me to trust a pregnant woman because she will always deliver.
Pregnant woman will deliver.
So and then Mr. Cosmo say one thing with Chelsea is I know say Chelsea. They come where they I don't know they can't trouble where Chelsea go far where you go change the way they don't go sack you. The material give them Champions League they sack them. So I don't know. We trouble where Chelsea want when we say they don't go fit sack the coach. And that's my case but then Ben tonight for Liverpool, they will win Liverpool like 2-1 and the team will score. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. A womanizer is a womanizer. If you like, carry the best of woman, give them. You go see the womanizer. That's the case of Chelsea Football Club. Like you mentioned, Di Matteo, yes, he gave them the Champions League. Get result right, then sack him. They brought in the man from the former Valencia coach. What's his name? Rafa Benitez. For 6 months, that young man gave them Europa League.
Yeah.
Yes. Make we forget say for was it during the Club World Cup or Super Cup he got beaten by Atletico Madrid, but then he gave them Europa League, but they still let him go. That's Chelsea for you, man. Good evening. Hello. You're live.
Fantastic with you, customer the fellow Chukwuemeka.
I greet you, my brother. What's your name?
Good evening, David Dodgy.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome.
I'm Mr. Dika Divine. I greet you also.
I greet you, sir. It's a pleasure having you.
This is about we call it from Ikedo, like I always say, no football.
All right.
We are the topic on board now is all about Chelsea and their manager Thomas Tuchel. Even English commentators are very difficult to pronounce their name. To start with, Moses wasn't stuck at Chelsea, rather. It's like Juventus paid Chelsea 5 million for them to negotiate the contract. He wasn't stuck. That's by the way. But for a manager being play 0-0, and person is telling me that he tried, blah blah blah. The one saying Thomas Tuchel is not going to stop the situation in Chelsea because Adibi is the trusted manager. They would have given more than 4 years as a project. But this is his look at it. It wasn't a project. It's still the same scenario of hire and sack. Thank you.
Wait, never go. You said no sack Sarri for Chelsea. You said no sack him. Please, between Chelsea and Juventus, which club is bigger?
He wasn't sacked now.
No, I ask you a simple question. Which club big pass? Which club big pass between Chelsea and Juventus?
That's Juventus now.
Oh, Juventus. So he went to a bigger club, right?
Yeah, that's Chelsea.
All right, thank you very much. From football, draw for a start after having just one training session with the team before the game. For me, is not a bad one. This is coming from Anyanwu Anthony Chukwuemeka. He had a job pressures on Facebook. Puyaka, the sports crew, Ole and his excuses. Let their eyes keep on being open for Chelsea. As for Dika Divine, please, he had just one shot training. Please, Chelsea will shock you. Dika Divine in particular. All right. Shock comes in different form. It comes in positive and negative. He did not specify. All right. Because if he shock you by Chelsea, if he lose 5-0, they don't shock him. It's possible. Collins Akpagu, Puyaka Cosmos. Yes, sir. This is your sending message from Maryland. Yeah. For tonight's game, Liverpool is winning. Missed you guys so much. Missed you too, my brother. No homo. All right. This is coming from Promise Philip. Good evening, Mr. Cosmos. Thomas Tuchel did a nice job yesterday. Next match, we will improve. Good evening. You're live.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Cosmos.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you. Puyaka, man. What's your name?
Kenny Kenga from Oji.
Okay, go ahead with your contribution.
Arsenal faithful.
Arsenal faithful. It's a good.
I go all about this weekend.
And who's good?
Yeah, promote our organization. Arsenal is coming for Champions League next season.
Arsenal is coming for Champions League.
Oh yeah, so much. Yeah, the was there. That's the competition this night.
You see this guy there tell this other. This guy will say, "Hey, it's Bobby, show, Bobby, show." show. That's what the guy they sound. So if you tossing a lie, come this hotel. Good to happen to you. Can we take some messages on Telegram, David?
Yeah, we have this one from Ike Maracos. He says, "Good evening, Mr. Cosmos, and good evening, Mr. Cosmos. Texting all the way from Ihiagwa." He says, "David, I told you that Dika will always join you someday to authenticate my opinion on Saturday. Manchester United go chop and well like our brother from the blue side of London. Action film don't start. Arsenal set to destroy Manchester United like Chelsea." David,
let's go for a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't touch it.
Darling FM 107.3.
Some energy drink they promise power, but them be like this. When waiting you really need now. New Predator energy drink. Rule your kingdom. Now only 200 naira. Oh.
Make your life better with BBC News Pidgin. To get better for this world, you suppose know wetin dey. Make better tori ginger you from your domot to the whole world, because when you see every for the world, anything dey possible. Make your life better. Search for BBC News
Public service announcement. This is to inform the general public that the unilateral and unfortunate announcement made by the Oguta LGA chairman, Honorable Emma Mazi, appointing one Mr. Kelechi Oduruwa as the chairman of the Umofeke Agua Oil and Gas Committee, otherwise called the Community Development Committee, is null and void. The IMC chairman does not have the powers to appoint any person for the community as his chairman, Oil and Gas Committee. The Umofeke Agua Stakeholders Forum, during their meeting on the 31st of December 2020, constituted a constitution drafting committee, CDC, saddled with the responsibilities for enacting a constitution for the running of the affairs of the community in relation to its dealings with the oil and gas companies operating in the community. The CDC is yet to conclude its assignment of enacting a constitution before the unfortunate announcement by the IMC chairman. The Umofeke Agua Stakeholders Forum hereby calls on the IMC to desist from taking any actions that can plunge our community into another crisis, as we are just recovering from the one that claimed some lives and led to the destruction of property and desertion of the community for years. The forum also enjoins every indigene of the community and the general public to disregard the unilateral announcement made by the IMC chairman and awaits the outcome of the assignment of the CDC, which will be concluded very soon. Signed, Mr. Uzoma Duribo, President General, for and on behalf of the Umofeke Agua Autonomous Community Stakeholders Forum, Oguta LGA, Imo State.
Welcome back to the last lap. That's how we try to wrap things up this evening. Apologies, we can't take any more messages just to get some reaction from Dika, and then we'll call it a wrap. Dika, what's next for Manchester United at this point?
Well, what next for us is to defeat Arsenal come this weekend. It's a must.
It's a must. Arsenal also, they want to prove a point.
Yes, of course, they would like
Aubameyang is back.
They would like to prove a point. Aubameyang has scored about 3 goals. Well, they would like to prove a point, but definitely Manchester United are going to carry the day.
All right. David, we need to go.
And basically, I don't see Manchester United winning Arsenal. Arsenal all the way. Arsenal for life. No Arsenal, no football.
No Arsenal, no football. Apologies if you cannot take your call and read all the messages on Facebook. But thank you very much, Abubakar AC Jr., Elisha Emmanuel, Prince Raki Ringet, Darlington Chisholm, Ohams Bid, and If I Promise, Ben Lewis, Anyawo Francis Nzeribe, Promise Philip, Collins Akbago. Yes, the list is endless, but I appreciate your messages. God bless you all plenty. Join me tomorrow morning for the last edition for the week for sports this morning. It comes your way from 7 to 7:30 a.m. And also tonight, enjoy the big game coming up between a certain Tottenham and Liverpool. Like I told you all earlier, yes, Liverpool don't beat Tottenham for every other day of the week, from Monday to Sunday aside Thursday. Are they going to make it happen tonight? Watch out for that particular one. Only time will tell. By 9 p.m. stay glued to your television set. And then for the Coppa Italia action, 9 p.m. also, Napoli takes on Spezia. The winner of this time will take on Atalanta, who beat Lazio yesterday with 10 man by 3 goals to 2. No Ronaldo yesterday, no problem at all, because Juve also won by 4 goals to nothing. Navarro headmaster Morata was on target, and their next opponent is Inter Milan. From me to you, up people. Always be nice to someone who has access to your toothbrush. Thank you, DJ Paul. Thank you, Dika Divine. Thank you, David. Peace. Love.